start working on my amplifier, my Pioneer amplifier, model SA-940. I got this about, I don't know, 20 years ago, and it's a amplifier for my record player in my bedroom. I've got bigger Pioneers, 160 watt per channel and stuff like that. But this is like 70 or 75 watts per channel. And it's intermitting problems with a distorted sound for one thing. And sometimes this channel, these are LED lights here, and it gives you an idea of the wattage. I think it's 70 watts per channel. It could be 75, I'm not sure. But when I bought that, I also purchased the manual for it. Service manual. And pretty detailed. But it calls for, well, I don't have to show you the schematic at this point. I can show you the little parts list. Capacitors, where did I see that at? Resistors, capacitors. Yeah. There's two electrolytic C202 and C203. They're 8200 microfarad at 56 volts. Now my Pioneer with 160 watt per channel downstairs, it has, I forgot what the size those were. Somewhere in that neighborhood, and the low voltage, but they were the size of like pop cans or beer cans in there. So I went ahead before I started taking it apart, and I bought the 8200. This ain't the problem, but I bought two capacitors. These are 8200 to 63 volts. So that's not going to be the problem. It's going to, but like I said, I got intermitting problems with the distorted sound at times when I'm playing it, and all of a sudden it comes and it goes. And then one of the channels is weak at times. There's a left and right channel, and they got these LED lights, and they light up when you turn the volume up, It gives you an idea how much wattage you're putting out. So I haven't ever had this apart, so I'm going to put this apart so I get the cover off of it, and we'll see what we're up against. I've got 3 screws that held it on the back top cover here. I just wanted to show you phono jacks, your tuner, CD, auxiliary, tape player 1, which is record or play. Then you got your adapter tape 2 out and phones left and right. And then you have your A and B channels for your speakers. And then you got, let's see, this one's switched at 80 watts. So when you turn the power off, this would go off, and this one's unswitched at 100 watts. Okay. Then it ain't gonna come off as good. There it is. There it is. Put these screws in this tray for temporary. And I'll set it aside. Wow. I don't think my capacitors are going to work. Let me turn it on its side, perhaps. Let me see. Transformers over here. This is big. Pretty heavy for. No, you're not going to get it all in there, perhaps. I think I got it all the way. Yeah, it's all the way out. But that's the top of it. I mean, the bottom of it, or transformer side. The left side of it, if you will. Let me bring it up to there. And there's the top. Look at this here. These heat sinks. Got transistors in there, obviously. So I gotta get this out. But look at these capacitors. I wonder what the, let me get this out of here first. I think it's these two screws. Maybe they'll need thermal paste. I think this is 1983, according to, yeah, April 1983 is according to the service manual. So I got it, I think, around 2000. Never had a problem with it. This has got to plug in then. Yep. Heavy heat sinks. And look at that. Four transistors, one for each channel. Channel A and B, left and right, has to be. That thermal paste is still wet after all these years. Okay, put that aside. I'll have to look into it and check them, but I'm pretty sure they're fine. Now this here is the one I'm changing. Can you see those? Actually, they are 82 microfarad. Let me see what the voltage is. 56. This is Alma capacitors. I don't know what the heck I got here. I got the Rubicons 2000 hour. I don't know what these are in there. I'm using these stupid plastic calipers. I have a digital one and a mechanical dial type one. I love that one the best. But, okay, fine. That's 30 millimeters. And these are, shoot, these are 30, bigger than 30. They're 32. I ain't got much room in here. Wow. 35. What? Whoa. I still have to use a small one because I can't get in there with this big one. Let me see if I can get this in here and see what we got, what kind of room we got. No way. I've got 4. These ain't gonna work. I gotta send these back because I just ordered these. I tried. I didn't know. Now I know. 30 millimeters. No. The reason these are so much bigger is because they're short. If they had been this long, they'd been. So I'm going to have to look at 30 millimeters by. Now let's try to use this. $60. 30 by 60. Yeah. 30 by 60. These ain't gonna work. Well, that's not the problem anyway. I mean, look at this though. This one's kind of rounded. This is not that flat, but this one's a little bit more radius, rounded off. So these are bad. Oh, let me see what we're looking in here. What the heck's going on here? Huh? Ribbon cables. Ribbon cables. This is not gonna be easy. Okay, take the bottom off. So the sides, the front's got to come off or the back's got to come off or both. I don't know. I'll be back in a little bit since I figure out how to get this apart. So I can get in there and look at that board. So I got the front cover off and it was a bigger deal. Ribbon cables. Had to even take this LED board off for the wattage on the thing, and then actually the plate, front cover, and now the back's got to come off. I got this loose. It's I don't know. Hopefully I cut some wire ties and I got some room on this transformer, but yeah, there's 3 ground terminals here, so yeah, I got to take the back off and then perhaps cut some wire ties. So I'll be back when I get the back cover off and we see if we can get that board out. It's quite involved here with all of this stuff, but not impossible. I'll be back when I get this off. Okay, I got the board out. I found out I didn't have to take out the outlet or the power cord. I just loosened some wires up on this transformer. All the other stuff had to come out, but nevertheless I can get in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check these 2 capacitors back here just to see, especially that puffy one. First of all, I want to show you a couple of things. Alright, you know how I make a board, and I take my screws that this is the headphone jack, holds the jack in. Speaker switch, on and off button, loudness and adapter tape 2. And then your tuner, phono, take 1, CD, and aux for this one. But that's the way I do that, because they look like the same kind of heads, but threads perhaps. But the heads are different. Some are flat and some are round. These 2 are round and these 2 are flat. So that's the way I do that. I even saved the little ties that I cut off to I want to show you something else though. Well, you've seen this board that I took out. I had to take off that LED thing. It just plugs in there, but you had to take it out. So I got access to it. I clean out the pots. Check the soldering joints. There's a few electrolytics in there. Well, I see 2. I'll check those. A lot of these are precision caps. I don't see anything that could hurt by checking continuity, but I'll show you one thing you can hurt. Get this out, out of my way. This right here is the LED. There's the plug that goes in. I think it goes up this way. But anyway, let's see if I can hold it right there in the camera. Up close perhaps. You'll see these 2 little black things right here. Those are chips. There's your LEDs. These are 2 black chips right here. And you can see the wires coming from them. The traces. So, I will not check these 2 resistors here. Because I mentioned before, it's possible that I forgot how many volts that I had coming out of this. 7 at continuity and 15 something at ohms on your multimeters, and that could destroy these little chips. And they only take like a quarter of a volt or something. Even if it was just 1 or 2 volts and you're putting 15 volts in it or whatever, I will not check these. I'll just hope that they are good, because I don't want to mess those chips up. These chips here, I've seen. Have you ever seen greeting cards that have them on there? My finger out of the way. They have them on there when they have these greeting cards that talk or sing a song or something. I took one apart and I changed the coin battery in there or something, and then these were in there. One of them didn't work, and it was the chip. And I took and got it out of there and took my diagonal pliers and chopped it up to nothing, and couldn't see nothing. It's like those processors. You ever look at one of them? That's all you can do is look at them. You can't test them. What the heck is that? Oh, those are all those little... Okay. You can't test them because a typical processor like that will probably have 3 or 4 million transistors in it. Depending on the size of the chip, it could even have up to 1 billion transistors in it. It's just mind-boggling. I can't deal with stuff like that. I mean, nobody can, I don't think. Unless you had an oscilloscope to church the whole board down and know where you're going with it. And then SMD stuff. I hate SMD. I've repaired my son's radio out of his car with SMD, and there were bigger, higher wattage resistors in there, power resistors, and I found one that had a cold soldering joint. I soldered the one in, and all of a sudden the other end popped up, and that was it. But I got lucky there, and it got his radio going. It's still playing today. I got my capacitors in. 8200 microfarad. I sent the other ones back. These are supposed to be 30 millimeter diameter, and I think it's 50 millimeter high, and the other ones were 60 millimeter high, so probably opened up the wrong end. I suppose I did. I got both ends shut. Got a lot done on this while I was waiting for these, so that's okay. I got, let me see, I changed 29 of the electrolytics. I had cut this ground wires and put connectors on in case in the future I have to go back in there. I can get this board out easier because it's easier to lift it up and work on it that way. So that worked out great. I put thermal paste, heat transfer paste, whatever you want to call it, on the transistor here, and all 4 of these power transistors, I put any paste on them. So those are all ready. What else did I do? Oh, I checked a few of the resistors in there. I couldn't find any that were bad. And actually, all these little electrolytics, I mean these polys and stuff in there are good. So it's ready for these capacitors. These electrolytic, big, huge power. Yeah, these are a lot. See, now they got these, unfortunately, they got these 10 millimeters away, and there ain't no way they're going to fit in there. Let's see if this one, yep, same thing. And again, completely flush. Not bulged out like the other ones. Alright, let me get these in there and I'll get it back in the... because there's a lot of stuff to put back in. And then when I get it in, I'll show you. I won't put the top on, but I'll have it all and everything on, and hook up some speakers and 8-ohm speakers to it, because you can't run it bottom. You'll destroy some transistors for sure. And let you see. Hopefully, because I had distorted sound it come, you know, sporadic, and then that one channel was sporadic, or I'd lose that one channel. I could tell by the LED meters. So I'll get back to you as soon as I get this done. Okay, starting to look like an amplifier. All it's missing is a cover. I hope everything's okay. So you show you. Everything went according. If you remember, I had marked everything on this sheet of paper with all my screws, so everything went together fine. Here you can see the screws that's got that heat transfer compound. It's a silicon heat transfer compound, or some. So I did these 1, 2, 3, 4 transistors there. That one over here. Got all the wire tied back together. Here's the 2 capacitors that went in there. Nice. I did just soldered. I used a 20 gauge. It was fine. And then I hot glued them, and they're in there. They're not going nowhere. Hot glue is right here. Oh, bulky, but nevertheless. My connectors for my grounds, 3 of them, are all in there. One away up here. See if you can see them. Yeah. Look, I got this all the way out. Yeah, I sure do. So my 3 grounds with the male and female connectors on those. So if I ever take it apart again, hopefully I won't have to. Everything's been cleaned as far as the pots. And one questionable cable here, where I got it turned to 180. I don't know. I think I put it in the way it's laying. You see, like if I put it red there, knowing that's goes to that one, because there's one under there, sleeper. And I had 4 of these little 3-prongers, or 3 of them. So I think I got it right. It's 10:45. I have to know. I'll keep it down low. I'm using my satellite radio for the input. So make sure the volume's all the way down, which it is. I hope you can hear the relay kick in when I power it on. Wait a minute, it would help if I plug this in. Is it polarized? It is. Okay. Alright, volume's down, powered on. Hopefully everything works out right. Aux is showing up. Let's just see if we see. This would be tape 1. That LED's working. Tuner, LED's working. And phonograph, that's working. And then you got one for aux, and then that one for CD. So they're working there. Okay, I got this tape on here just so I don't accidentally push the B speakers in. Just want the A. And that would be in there. We'll turn it off. I want to hear that relay. There, you can hear it. Okay, now we'll turn it on.
People can say you drove this champ to suicide by third degreeing him too rough.
Ah, you're nuts.
I don't want to.
How bad was Furman's head?
Why, like these ain't showing up. Maybe if I could turn this volume up.
Just a couple of bruises
There it is.
nobody'd notice, and
Yeah, like
unless
these.
they parted the hair. Thought you ought to know, though.
Yeah.
Imitation.
Thanks, Ben.
Let's see, left speaker.
Yes, who is it?
This is Fritz, the undertaker.
Yes.
Listen, Scott, there's a couple of ladies over here that want to take a look at Furman.
Right.
Is it all right?
Who are they?
I don't know them. Strangers.
What do they want to
This
see
is,
him?
I don't know. Wait a minute.
treble.
Can I please see him?
Why do you want to see him?
Well, I'm his wife.
Furman's wife?
Yes.
Bass.
Oh, certainly. I'll be right over. So long, Ben. I've got to go back to the undertaker's.
So long, Scott.
I like to click on these. Like my. All right, now I'm gonna hit the loudness.
What do you want,
in.
Wally?
I want to talk to you a minute. Over here where we won't be seen.
It works, but
Okay, what is it? A couple of dames came into Fritz's undertaking place just as I was leaving. One of them's Hot Chow Randall, a
I don't
babe with a
see
record
those
as long as
LEDs
your
light
arm.
up.
She's one of that mob you had me working on in New York last summer. She know you? Sure, but not by my right name. She
Yeah, I
thinks
can
I'm a
see 'em
default
now.
room runner. I mean, did she recognize
Left
you
and
just
right
now? I
channel.
don't think she saw me. You
at
know why
one
she didn't
time
give me
one
a
of them, I
thumb?
forgot which one it
You
was,
know
the
the
left
other?
or the
No,
right. I
she's
forgot.
a blonde.
It wasn't lighting up at all.
Stick around a while.
And
We'll
then
stay out of
it
sight.
started working again.
Maybe I'll be bringing these dolls back with me.
Whatever you say, Chief.
I'm gonna let this play for a while.
Oh, there you are, Scott. I wondered when you were coming. This is Mrs. Furman, and this is Mrs.
Everything
Crow.
stabilizes.
Great.
Left, right.
When things feel a bit chaotic, Instacart helps deliver milk and sausage.
See what these guys got to say. These will get on my nerve.
Happened of late. To his credit, the president took full responsibility before proceeding to blame everything on Trump. The former president made a deal with the Taliban
Yeah, right.
that he would get all American forces out of Afghanistan by May 1. In return, the commitment was made, and that was a year before. In return, he was given a commitment that the Taliban would continue to attack others, but would not attack any American forces. Remember that?
No,
I'm being serious.
I'm not being serious.
I'm asking you a question. Because before... No, wait a minute. I'm asking you a question. Is that accurate, the best of your knowledge?
No.
What?
Uh-oh, his batteries ran out. Sometimes if President Biden doesn't like the question, he just pretends to go to sleep.
Okay, you guys don't want to hear that stuff. Gets old. Back to... If I can pick it up, give me a signal.
I'm at the football game. I'm at the grocery store. I'm at the combination football game.
Football
and grocery
tomorrow.
store.
Okay, thanks for watching. It was a necessary repair. I had to get in there and do something, so I think I did it a solid. I think I won't have no more problems or issues with it. Thanks for watching.